The series shifts to K-Town, where playoff baseball is back at Simmons Field for the first time in nearly a decade, as Kenosha hosts Royal Oak in Game 2 of the Great Lakes East Subdivisional Series. Welcome inside the ballpark, everyone. Glad to have you with us this evening. I'm Dominick Liacone, and Noah Chavez is coming right up. Kenosha plays playoff baseball here at Simmons for the first time in a long time, but the Kingfish have their backs against the wall. Royal Oak took the opener of this series last night in Michigan by a final of 6-4, and Kenosha's late comeback effort fell just short. Now the Kingfish must win this evening to keep their season alive. However, they get a chance to do it here at home, where they've played some of their best baseball this summer. For 7 innings yesterday, Richmond was in total control. Brendan Murphy kept the Kingfish scoreless, and the Flying Mummies held a 3-0 lead into the 8th inning. However, once Kenosha got into the Richmond bullpen, it took full advantage to claw back for a miraculous come-from-behind victory to steal the opener. 2-1. A towering fly ball in the air to left. Does Fritsch have room? Near the bullpen, leaping in. Did he make the play? Oh, yeah, he did. Wow! You might see that on SportsCenter later. 1 for 4 in this one. First pitch, cue shot, back up the middle, diving stop by Forbes, throw to the plate, is not in time. Fish win it. Ethan Moore walks it off. Welcome to K-Town After Dark. This is driven high and deep to left, way back, and when this ball comes down, the Growlers have the lead. A mammoth blast from Mitchell Morton out of the 9-hole, and it's 7-5 Kalamazoo in the 10th. 1-2, this is fly towards the gap in left center. Essex on a dive, he got it! Oh, what a play by Ezra! Big breath from Weber. 0-2, got him swinging. Weber climbs the ladder and blew it by him at 94. Matuzak towards the gap in right center, that's down. Cave cuts it off, Snyder scores, Ide scores. Getting the wave is Bender, the throw home is not there. It's a bases clearing double for Will Matuzak. Now the 2-2 home. Rolled over to short, backhanded by Matuzak. Long throw in the hole, he got him! Goodness! Will Matuzak with a web gem. Now this pitch is belted high and deep to right. Forget about it. Goodbye, Fish lead. We are set for the penultimate home game of the Kingfish's 2026 season as Kenosha opens this 2-game series with the Wausau Woodchucks, and we get right into it with the starting lineup for intern manager Harrington Engstrom's Wausau Woodchucks. It's Keegan Jersley, the Wausau native and shortstop, leading things off. Jackson Petchy is the left fielder, hitting second, with the all-star Ryan Chase at first base and batting third. Bryce Hubbard is the catcher in the cleanup spot. Max Solis is doing the DHing. He hits fifth. Lane Walton is at second base, hitting sixth. Fergans, Carl, and McLaughlin, the third baseman, right fielder, and center fielder. Here's the defense here tonight for Kenosha. It's Brian Gold in center, flanked by Tate Bender in left, and Peter Visconti in right. Alvarez, Matuzak, Snyder, and Sheeler around the horn left to right, and Jaden Santiago does the catching. On the mound is the big 6'4" right-handed freshman out of UCLA, and Hayden George making his second start of the summer and first year at home. All 4 of his earned runs that he allowed this season came in his last start against Traverse City, where he went 5 innings and picked up the loss. Jersley climbs in, and the first pitch from the right-hander is at the bottom of the zone for a called strike, and we are underway. Tonight, the third of 4 total meetings between these two teams this summer. Kenosha was swept by Wausau up in central Wisconsin in early July. That's high and tight for ball 1. Jersley, the sophomore out of South Dakota State, playing in his 13th game this summer with Wausau. He's hitting .319. 1-1 jam shot over to second. Snyder collects. One gone. An efficient start pitch-wise for Hayden George as he retires Jersley. Wausau only trailing the Lakeshore Chinooks in the Great Lakes West second half standings by just a half game with just 4 games left here in the regular season. Needing every win it can get as Pecci watches ball 1 skip in the dirt. Pecci, the sophomore out of Southeastern Community College this spring. He's committed to New Orleans out of the Southland Conference. 1-0 misses low from George. Pecci, a native of Oswego, Illinois, which is about an hour and 45 minutes south of here in Kenosha towards the suburbs of Chicago. 2-0 served into left. Bender now moves back, and that's in and out of his glove. An E7 on Tate Bender. That's his 3rd error already this summer in just his 9th game played. This Kenosha defense, 18th out of 26 Northwoods League teams in fielding percentage at .961. That's the 94th error on Kenosha this summer, as Ryan Chase takes at the knees for a called strike. Chase, the lone all-star in the lineup for Wausau this evening. He's the Woodchucks leader in hits with 56 knocks this summer. In the dirt, what a stop from Santiago to keep that ball in front of him. It keeps Pecci at first. Both of these teams coming off of 6-5 extra inning losses last night in 10 innings, both at home. Wausau played Green Bay, and Kenosha played Battle Creek here. A move to first is late. With that loss last night, Kenosha has now lost 10 of its last 12 games here in the back end of this regular season. That is high, says the home plate umpire, John Kibble. He calls balls and strikes. Preston Guzman patrols third, and the crew chief and Pablo Bustamante is over at first. Two-one home. High and tight. The last series for Wausau against the Rockers, a home-and-home set. It started in Green Bay before heading home to Wausau last night. As that is high and in for ball 4. A 5-pitch walk to Ryan Chase. And there's 2 on with just 1 gone here in the top of the first. Now this is a Wausau offense that will take its walks. Top 10 in the Northwoods League in that category. But that's a rarity from Hayden George, especially early in his summer. That's only the 2nd walk he has now allowed in 11 1/3 combined innings. Here is Bryce Hubbard, the catcher. Taking one in there for a strike. Hubbard from Oregon State. That's away, 1-1. Hubbard just wrapped up his senior year there. He's a 2nd-year Woodchuck that played back in 2024 with Wausau. 35 games that year. As he's way out in front of a changeup from George. We'll see a healthy dose of that pitch tonight. Hayden with the 3-pitch mix, with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and that changeup you just saw. One-two pitch is just outside. 2-2. George was brilliant his last time here in Kenosha. That was back on July the 26th against Royal Oak, when he came out of the bullpen through 4 scoreless innings and allowed just 1 hit. 5 punch-outs to no walks. On 2-2, Hubbard stays alive. Hubbard, a .270 hitter in his first 11 games this summer with the Woodchucks. Comes into the opener tonight with a hit in his last 3 straight. He's been on base in the last 8 straight as well. Shoots this one off the protected netting and will stay here at 2-2. Hubbard 2 for 9 in the 2-game series against Green Bay. He was 1 for 5 with an RBI yesterday. Another 2-2 home. On a hop to first, glove there by Sheeler, who fakes the throw to second, but instead just steps on the bag at first for out number 2. Both runners move up into scoring position. So 2 gone, and here comes the designated hitter and Max Solis. The redshirt junior out of Kansas. First pitch pumped in there on the outer third for a call strike. Solis playing in his 28th game this summer with the Chucks. He was 3 for 9 in the Green Bay series before tonight. Low and away for ball 1. Solis, the team leader in slugging percentage at .515. He also has a team leading 7 long balls. One rolled over, foul. Now 1-2. Solis, the 3rd-year Woodchuck, who was a Northwoods League All-Star and postseason All-Star last year, after hitting .338 in 53 games. Trying to help his Wausau squad make a late playoff push here late in this regular season. The 1-2 is high. Elvis having a grand time out there in an empty fishbowl in left field as he roots on the fish from a distance. 2-2 home, fouled back. That was pitch number 23 of the inning for Hayden George. We'll try it again here at 2-2. George brings it. Pop foul. Kenosha has already secured its spot in the Northwoods League playoffs after winning the Great Lakes East first half title on the very final day of the half. But Wausau, despite owning the league's best winning percentage, is on the outside looking in right now to the Northwoods League playoffs. Trying to make the playoffs for a 3rd straight year are the Woodchucks. 2-2 pop-up, right side. Out is Sheeler. Does he have room? No. We'll try it again here at 2-2. George brings it. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. George's first punch out of the night. He works around some traffic. To the bottom of the first we go. Kenosha bats for the first time when we come back here from Simmons.